I love stitching houses. I love the whole cottage aesthetic. And the folks at Stackpole Books were nice enough to send me a copy of Cottage Cross Stitch by Gail Bussi to share with you. It is adorable. It's very whimsical and happy, and there are 20 designs celebrating the simple joys of home, along with some gorgeous photography. The charts are color, they are large enough to read well. If I do have a complaint, it's that the photography is, the projects themselves have a subdued color palette, and the photography is very subdued. I have a hunch that these will look much better stitched up in person. So let's flip through them. This first one is Cottage Garden Quilt. She says it was designed to look like a quilt block. These have that same kind of subdued aesthetic as Shepherd's Bush. My favorite in the book is Apple Crisp Cake. I am determined that I want to stitch all of the recipes for my kitchen walls. And if I have more than one that says Apple Crisp Cake, that's fine, right? My Cottage Kitchen. These would be great for gifts or greeting cards or tote bags. This one is called Wool and Whimsy Cottage. Little House on Wheels. Just look at that whimsical little trailer. There are lots of birdhouses and bushes, and here's Cottage Cakery. These are just right up my alley. A cottage stitching journal. That one could be a great gift. And I know just who I would stitch it for. House by the Sea. The saying on this one is, we don't count the days at our little house by the sea, and that really would be fun to stitch to commemorate my weekly quilting trip to the ocean with my mom. Here's another one. It is Cottage Joy Mandala. Little House. That's another of my favorites. Little House, You're Small, Just Big Enough for Love, That's All. And then this one is Welcome Home. I love the blue. Home Comforts. This one's got a quote by Jane Austen. And it wraps around, so I read it wrong the first time. There is nothing like staying at home as for real comfort. This one is House by the Side of the Road. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Personally, I would like to live a little further from the road, but that's okay. The sun at home warms better than the sun elsewhere. I like the colors of that one, and the bright, smiling sun. Now we're on a Cottage Seasons. This is divided into sections. This one is Time to Bloom. The author's note says that these are all suitable for beginners, and I think she is right. This is La Vie en Rose. And Welcome to Our Patch. That is an adorable little Halloween design. I don't think it would take very long to stitch it. Our Winter Home, Frosty Magic, Warm Hearts, Sweet Memories. It's a very simple, cute little sampler. There's a lot in here that would make good seasonal decor. Snow Globe Cottage. Look at the doorway on that one. That is my favorite part of that one. And Cottage Seasons. Little itty bitty houses with stitched frames. I think we are at the end. There are a couple of alphabets in the back so you could personalize your own projects, and a visual index so you can find what you are looking for if you plan on stitching one of these. This is an adorable book. If you are looking for quick gifts to stitch for a housewarming project, this just might be perfect for you. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle, and be sure to check out my Sewing Room bookshelf for more stitching and knitting and quilting books.